Hi guys, and welcome to another iPad mini review, and in this review I'm going to look at something that basically the iPad mini is made for. I touched on it in another video when I was looking at a larger iPad, and now we're going to see it used perfectly, and this is the reader button on Safari. So let's see what this does again, just to remind us. So we're going to choose a news story from the BBC website. So it will load up the news story. As you can see, the text is very small, obviously on the iPad mini. We can double tap on it to zoom in, but again the words are still a bit long. But as you can see up here in this top banner where the URL is, because the iPad Safari browser has detected that this is an article by checking how many characters there are between the divs, I think, if I've got that right, it creates this reader button, and then if you press on it, it basically translates the entire article into something that you can control in terms of the font size, and that is absolutely perfect for using on an iPad mini. Because obviously with the iPad Retina you had the massive borders here, and so you were holding like an A5 piece of, well, not an A5, an A4 piece of paper in your hands to read an article. Now you're holding an A5 piece of paper, or essentially a small book. And as you can see, the font size, and this is my preference, is absolutely perfect for my reading habits. We've got slight borders on the right side and the left side, which means that it's just wonderful to hold this and read the article. And it contains a whole article, and I can read through it and be very happy about it. And when I've finished, I just simply press the reader button to take me out of the article. Just to show you how big and small you can make the text, which means that it's very accessible to all types of readers, whether they have visual impairment or not, or prefer loads of words on the screen. So we'll try and make it as big as we can. That is the biggest size, which is obviously a bit too big for me, but might be required by some people. And if I go to the smallest size, that's the very smallest you can see of the text, and that's almost the original size of it. But for me, my preference for reading articles is probably about, yeah, I'd say about that size for me. Okay, let's quickly test that on some other sites. If we go to the Huddersfield Town website, which is the team I support in football, this is a mobile version of the website. Text here is awful because it's too small, far too many words on each line. Use a reader button, and now it becomes a perfectly readable article. And I can snap through that very quickly. Slight issue with some big paragraph sizes, but probably that's because there's some double carriage returns in the article. If we go now to the Guardian website, this is Charlie Brooker, a news columnist. If I just press on one of his articles to bring it up, may take 5 to 10 seconds to load up the web page because it's quite a complicated web page, but there we are. And this article is slightly longer, as you can see, and we will again use a reader button and see how well it converts it. Includes a picture, a little bit of an issue with putting the text beside the picture, but it's only on the picture at the top, and then from there on, very easy, very readable, lovely piece of work. Now the big final test. We'll go to the Engadget website. I've loaded up a massive review on a mobile phone, and if you've ever been to the Engadget website, you'll know that they are very thorough in their reviews. You can see there's lots of pictures, lots to scroll through, an enormous article. How is the iPad mini going to cope with it? Well, let's find out. We'll press the reader button, and as you can see, it's coped with it absolutely fine, and it's even included the pictures in the article. So this is a wonderful application. Well, yeah, I was about to say wonderful application. It's made a bit of a mistake there, but you can forgive it. If there's just little errors there, then the article's reading fine. It's included the pictures. I am more than satisfied with the way that this button on the browser just makes every single article this type of news application where I can read it. And I love this feature. This, for me, and this is a personal opinion, this is a killer feature of the iPad mini in terms of it's integrated into the tablet. You don't have to install any plugins. It always seems to work, or it's worked so far for me almost flawlessly, except with those few minor errors, but they don't detract from the fact that now I can read the article exactly how I want it. It's basically turning articles and turning the web into Amazon Kindle. or another book reader of your choice. And I love this feature. I can't really stress how much this feature makes an impact on the use of a tablet. For me, it's almost like justifying 20 to 30% of a tablet as a whole, because I read so much on the internet and I just want to be able to read it in a fashion that suits me. Anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting on about this reader button now. I've done 2 videos on it. I like it. I'm sure you like it. If you want it, you don't need to go and even download it. It's just there on the browser. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon in another iPad mini video.